It is Beverly Hills Week. Let's talk about episode 7. Whew, I'm a little sweaty. My studio is so hot today. I'm sorry if I'm glistening. Better than flop sweat, am I right?
Better than flop sweat.
Let's talk about Beverly Hills. Things are finally starting to pick up. I am so excited! So the ladies, they are headed to Santa Barbara for a girls' weekend. Let's start by just addressing the elephant in the room. Kyle just needs to admit that she is closer to Teddy than the other girls, and let's just stop sweeping this under the rug. It's not a big deal, Kyle. So you're closer to Teddy. Big whoop. Where did fun Kyle go, though? She's been eaten by boring Teddy. Ayo! Garcelle is gone again. She's busy filming and producing, so she will not be attending the girls' weekend trip with the other ladies. Here's what. Bravo should have just made her a friend of the wives and made Sutton full-time. I feel like we're seeing Sutton way more than we're seeing Garcelle, and I'm hoping that changes. I will say this about Garcelle, though. She is a great mom. So as the other ladies are making their way to Kyle's to leave for Santa Barbara, oh, by the way, this trip is hosted by Kyle. Can we just say, why every season do her dogs try to escape her house? Every single season we have an episode where Kyle's dogs bolt out the front door and Kyle has an extreme anxiety attack and freaks out because her dogs are running amok in the street. I think her dogs are trying to tell her something. And we find out one of Lisa's dogs got into her pill bag. You know, the infamous grab bag of pills. And she goes, well, if one of them drops dead, it's not my fault. Let me share this story with you, though. My cat Romy ate an Adderall once. He was fine, but he was high as a kite for, I'd say, 24 hours. So do not let your animals eat any pills, especially an Adderall. No bueno. And Kyle saying hello to Sutton's Birkin bag before she even says hello to Sutton is why she's in this situation now. Glossing over everybody. And why did Bravo not continue last week's episode? After Kyle said, you don't have real friends to Erica, I want to know what else happened. That was like an extreme cliffhanger, and Bravo didn't even continue that story. What is going on? We do get these bullshit flashbacks though throughout the episode, but it's not the same. Kyle on the car ride to Santa Barbara though, her anxiety is in full force. They're driving on this clip and she's like, please drive slow, sir. I have anxiety. And Erica goes, we need Oprah. We all need Oprah. So the ladies arrive at the McMansion in Santa Barbara and we find out Sutton isn't a hugger.
Oh, you're a hugger. Okay. Are you a hugger? No. Okay. No, it's okay. No, it's good. Okay. Hi.
I mean, sometimes I'm not either. And COVID life, no one should be a hugger. And there's a bug in Kyle's bed. So once the ladies get all settled into their house, they decide to make a little day excursion and they ride these gondola bikes. And Teddy and Dorit are paired together. And Dorit goes, oh great, I'm with the pregnant one.
Why do I get the pregnant one?
And I just want to go on the record and say, I'm Sutton when driving this bike. Is it driving a bike? No, riding this bike. I'm her, 100%.
I'm very nervous about this.
My feet don't reach. What's happening? Go, Dorit!
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh gosh.
And I love how the casual bike excursion turns into who can go the fastest and win. I don't know where they're going to though, but they want to win.
Pedal to the metal. To the metal. How the heck does Dorit doesn't work out? Get ahead of us. You gotta win, Teddy.
Why must everything be a contest in this group?
And Dorit's like, pedal to the metal, Teddy. I want to win. Everywhere they go, though, everything turns into a competition. I will say it's very nice to see the ladies actually getting along and having fun. And it was a funny scene, and I laughed for the first time in a long time. I just laughed, and it was nice. So the ladies make their way to a winery for the afternoon, and I must say, it's very nice to see these ladies having fun, letting their hair down, letting loose. It's nice. But here we go again, bringing up the sex talk from Denise's party. So apparently we find out Denise not only discussed her issues with the whole thing to Erica, but she also brought it up to Teddy and Sutton. So Denise has now brought this issue up with 3 different people. So apparently it's a much bigger issue than what she's leading it on to be. But I mean, why are we still talking about it? Why are we beating this dead horse? It's dead. Stop beating it. So Dorit thinks that the fact that Denise's kids are asking about the sexual conversations and the 3 ways makes her think that that is where the issue lies. But Erica thinks that they already know what is going on and they're not dumb. I mean, they have to be having conversations about the hookers that come to Thanksgiving, right? I mean, Denise has talked about having hookers at Thanksgiving, happy endings, big penis that Aaron has, multiple times she's brought that up, and Charlie Sheen. Like, all these things Denise has said on the show, and I feel like her kids are old enough and they know. So I'm gonna side with Erica. Like, I think that her kids know.
Are we talking about threesomes? Thank God there are no children present. Tender ears.
So once Denise actually shows up, because she was busy filming whatever soap opera she's on right now, I forget. But the ladies are already drunk when she showed up to the winery. And I will say, if those ladies are drunk, they are a very, very tame group of drunk ladies. So once the ladies finish up at the winery, they head back to their house, and Kyle taking pictures of the sunset by herself and no one else will join her is a mood and a half. And then she goes, guys, this is a magical.
You guys, get up here. We can't miss this. It's a magical. You guys, come on. This is
A magical what? Did anyone else catch that? Like, what a grammar. But then again, I shouldn't be the one to talk because I don't have the best grammar either. So, in true Housewives fashion, every girls' trip has a dinner. So, let's break it down. Erica is wearing a garbage bag. Lisa's square-toed shoes. What the fuck are they? What are those? What are those? Who said that's a trend? That is not a trend. Vetoed. Lisa Rinna. Vetoed, girlfriend. Ugly. U-G-L-Y. They ain't got no alibi. They ugly. Yeah, they ugly. M-A-M-M-A. How do you think you got that way? Yo mama. Yeah, yo mama. D-A-D-D-Y. You don't even know that guy. Yo daddy. And that is how the full song cheer goes. Oh my god, I digress. What is wrong with me? You also can see Dorit's thong through her dress. So this dinner is starting out as a shit show and a half already. So they all sit down for their dinner, and immediately Rinna goes, so what's it like to film a 3-way? Because Denise's movie that she was in, Wild Things, she had to film a sex scene with another girl. So Lisa Rinna immediately brings that up. Stirring the pot. Lisa Rinna, you are a shit stirrer. Stir that pot and serve it fucking warm, bitch. So not only did Lisa Rinna ask, what's it like to film a 3-way? She also then asked, is it weird? Was it awkward? Was it this? Was it that? Stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot.
She also asked, how will you feel if your kids ever see it?
Are we talking about threesomes? Thank God there are no children present. Tender ears.
Because remember, her daughters found her book about how to give a blowjob. So Kyle then attempts to apologize to Denise. And remember when Kyle gave Denise shit about the diamond at the party? Well, Denise apparently told Kyle that her daughter Eloise picked out the diamond and she really wanted that there. I don't know if that's true or if Denise is just using her kids to make everyone feel like an asshole. Get to that later, put a pin in it. And here we go again, talking about the glam. I'm done giving that storyline any more attention. It's over. So we really dive in a lot deeper this episode with the whole Denise party and the sex talks and the three-way talk and all of that stuff. So Denise's main issue with the whole three-way talk and the sex talk that happened at the party is that she didn't want her kids to hear it from their mom and her mom's friends, even though it's probably nothing that they already haven't heard before.
Are we talking about threesomes? Thank God there are no children present. Tender ears.
However, the ladies keep bringing it up and Denise immediately is like, we're not talking about it anymore. We're not talking about my kids. Denise just wanted it to be dropped. However, I feel like nothing really was resolved at the dinner. I mean, a lot of issues were kind of brought up. The sex talk at the party, the three-ways, the diamond, the glam, all this stuff was brought up, but nothing was resolved. Weird. No one is really fixing anything. So the next morning, Lisa made coffee. So strong, it turned Teddy into an actual man.
Really strong, you guys.
Always drink strong coffee.
I hope so, because this is really strong. Whoa.
Look at your Shirley.
Whoa.
So, I don't know.
Well, Rena, this is gonna work. She's gonna do the trick.
Dead. So let's wrap this up at the breakfast the next morning, shall we? Because there's a lot to dissect and nothing to dissect at the same time. There is so much freaking tension at that breakfast. Issues are not being resolved. No one is saying how they feel. Lisa says, if someone has an issue, let's just fucking talk about it. Stop pussyfooting around. So what are our thoughts about Denise now? Do we think that she was shutting down the other ladies because she didn't want to talk about her kids? But let's remember, in the scene prior, when Denise was talking to her daughter about the conversations that happened at the party, her daughter laughed about it and didn't even think it was a big deal. And she's like, Mom, it's not like I haven't heard it before. So do we think Denise is using her kids to make the other ladies feel bad? She's brought up the sex talk to 3 people so far. She keeps saying she doesn't talk about, big dicks and threesomes and, all this stuff. She doesn't talk about it with her kids. But she took an Instagram picture of Aaron basically half naked and posted it to Instagram. I think I just said that. Oh well. And then she said that it made her daughter uncomfortable, so she took it down. Do we think Denise is being a hypocrite? And here we go again. Rena stirring that pot. So do you talk to your kids about the hookers at Thanksgiving? So here's what I think needs to happen. At one of these dinners, somebody, I don't care who, needs to stand up and say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, leave me alone. So someone can respond with, no doubt, I respect that. So I'm going to say this. So now that this episode has aired, I think we are now at the very beginning stages of the episode turning, and we are seeing Denise being pinpointed. She's the target now, and we are seeing BRANDI-GATE sort of being built up and being prepared. Just saying it. So I will say this week's Beverly Hills was a breath of fresh air. It was humorous. I feel like some issues got resolved, but really not any at all. But I actually laughed. I felt like it was a lot better than weeks prior, and we're kind of getting somewhere. I feel like we're on a roller coaster right now. We're going up that hill. It's slow. It's boring. We're like, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it coming? We're getting to that peak. And bam, BRANDI-GATE. So I keep saying, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I don't know if I can keep watching, but I'm gonna hang on because I think, and I'm hoping, and I'm holding out that it's going to get interesting. We shall see. So with that being said, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel so you know when new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reviews are posted. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit that bell icon to get notified when new content is available. I'll be back next week and we will review another episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Until then, no doubt, I respect that. Bye, guys.